Yo, so we got another big story that happened in USA Rugby. A little one that a lot of people don't really know too much, but I think it is significant in terms of perception on how you go about the game. So recently, the National College Rugby, aka NCR, decided to officially rebrand their division known as Small College, taking it over to Division 3. Now, a lot of people, again, if you don't know, NCR, give a quick back history, was founded back in 2008 by Steve Cohen under the name NSCRO, National Small College Rugby Organization, which played an instrumental role in the growth of small college rugby. That is, teams that were from universities that had a specific population limit. I think it was like under 10,000 or something like that, under 15,000, something to that effect. They were recognized by USA Rugby back in 2012 as an independent, and they kind of cornered the small college name. But in 2020, they decided to kind of bring in more divisions as the bankruptcy of USA Rugby occurred, and providing Division 1 and Division 2 teams, and decided to rebrand from being NSCRO, National Small College Rugby Organization, to NCR, National College Rugby. And so as a result, they even within their competitions, they've been basically kind of sitting on 4 divisions. It was D1, D1-2A, Division 2, and then small college. For those who are in football, I don't know if you're going to watch this, but if you watch football, Division 1-2A almost works as the FCS to the FBS of Division 1. And then D2, then small college presented from there. But this year, they decided to go ahead and make the shift over from small college name to just calling it Division 3. And I do feel like this is an interesting situation because of the fact that the reason why small college was a nomenclature was there were teams that were underpopulated from a position of from a population position of the university, but they were playing high level D1 style play. So if let's use an example, if we take a university like Life University is a small university. Like, it is a big rugby college school, but it is a small school by population. If they were under NCR initially, they might have been under the concept of a small college rugby. They're able to compete, play against the best, play against the biggest, but they are a small college by definition. But obviously, you would put a team like Life at Division 1, ain't no problem with that. But now with this new designation as Division 3, there is some questions that go about, like, what does it mean for those universities? Is there the transientness and to be able to still be considered as a powerhouse school while not having this small name? And I think that's where I think that might be the reason why they also made this change. Now, Jeremy Treese, who is the CEO of NCR, he said that the Division 3 name is well-known and respected in collegiate sports. By aligning with this established nomenclature, we aim to make collegiate rugby more accessible and recognizable, fostering stronger connections with fans and administrators alike. And then for Steve Cohen, who is the founder, former CEO, but is the founder now, he said, adopting the Division 3 name is a natural evolution for NCR's competitive structure. I'm confident that the culture and values of small college rugby will continue to flourish under the new name and NCR leadership. So, again, I think the reason they can do this branding and rebranding is because of the fact that they now have these multiple divisions, and schools can, if they have the funds and the ability to travel, maneuver in and through these divisions. So you can be an underpopulated school while also maintaining a Division 1 output. Looking at teams like out of Pennsylvania, St. Bonaventure, small school, D1 concepts. Like, it works within its element. But at the same time, you don't put the pressure of confusion when it comes to marketing and display for teams that are underpopulated. they do need to be considered as Division III because they neither have the population or the program systemic strength. We got a couple of our HBCU teams like Howard University and Morehouse College that are under this nomenclature itself, where they are a developing team, but and they have a lot of upside, but they're not ready to be considered obviously in Division 2, 1-2A, Division 1. But I think the small college element is very confusing when it comes to trying to discuss it to other people. People can at least conceptualize in the US D3 ball. I know D3 ball. I know D2 ball. I know D1 ball. Like, these are arenas that make sense. And for the credit of NCR, they have made it very well known that they're working on being a better marketing squad for collegiate rugby as they continue to acquire more and more teams under that belt. And obviously, between their competitions, I think it also makes it easier to be able to denote what the category of the competition. We're talking about with the College Rugby Championships. We're talking about with their national championships. We're talking about their all-star squads. Being able to determine D3 All-Stars, D2 All-Stars, D1 All-Stars, D2, D3, D1 divisions in CRCs, and not make it such a complexity. And there are some people who did worry, like, oh, maybe we should call it something else. But again, the idea of being able to attract people is to provide familiarity. And so, I give them a lot of credit. The NCR continues to make big strides in what they are trying to do, and being able to really be a fixture point in this whole echelon. So let me know what you guys are thinking on this one. Like, do you guys feel good about the D3 concept and that maybe it should be adopted more succinctly? Obviously, I think from a conference standpoint, there is we can't relate it to the football. I think that was tried and failed very heavily within rugby, but at least within the confines of the NCR system, which I think will ultimately get adopted as a total collegiate system. I think it's just a matter of time. Not if, it's just a matter of when. Simply, it's just right now they're just doing it better and doing it more consistently. But where do you guys feel on this D3 structure, whether you are in the US or out of it? I know outside the US, the concepts are not as fluid simply because you guys don't have as much weight on collegiate sports as the US does, but you guys understand tiers, you understand divisioning, so it's not outside the absolute realm of understanding. So let me know what you guys are thinking on it. Look, we're going to be right back. Look, we want to talk a little bit about what influence is when it comes to rugby. Give a quick shout out over here. Manu Capital said, respect, man. Don't give up on your channel. Keep grinding. You have a good rugby brain. Surprising for someone who comes from a place where rugby isn't a tier 1 sport. Manu, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. We trying out here, man. We trying out here. Like, rugby is one of those sports that is like the hidden niche that's allowed. It's not a sleeping giant. I think that concept is pretty deaded for right now. But we do have more than you would be surprised, and you got to appreciate good love with it. And y'all, we're going to be right back after this. We're going to talk a little bit about an influence from Reese Lightning. We're going to have Reese Lightning update, but he's starting to influence some other rugby players as well. Let's talk about it. This is Gifty Bailu, GiftTime Rugby Swag, and we will be back.
There's wheat flour that you can eat. My name is GiftTime in Baylor. I'm here with Health Enhanced Foods. And I want to tell you about one of our best and most beloved products, our sweet white wheat baking mix. Now, this is the baking mix for those who are not really looking for something that's gluten-free, but they are looking for something that they can eat that is going to still be healthy and is not going to be dangerous. White flour is typically a very processed, incredibly bleached flour, and it's not good for you. It's incredibly cheap for a reason. Our sweet white wheat bread mix is whole grain, dairy-free, high in dietary fiber, free of additives, and is absolutely unprocessed and unrefined. With our sweet white wheat bread mix, you can feel like you're getting all the same rewards that you would get from poor white bread, but with all the nutritional value. You're able to still make your bread loaves or your cakes. your flat bread, or your cookies. But you don't have to feel like you are going to be robbing yourself of good carbohydrates. You can get the sweet white wheat bread mix from healthenhancedfoods.com. Absolutely go impress your friends and family with the greatest bread while not making them feel like they have to be gluten-free at the same time. No dangers, full body pleasures. Go ahead and get yours today. Let's go.